Hello people of the interwebs, my name is Raquel and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup, quite a bit of a glam makeup look going on here, using only South African beauty products. So everything made locally. So if you purchase any of these, you can do that, #support_local. And bonus, everything in this video is also cruelty free. If that is something you're interested in, keep on watching to see how I got this look. Okay, so I probably need a mirror. I have a mirror now. So let's start off with the face. I have this Smudge Beauty primer. Soothe skin for a flawless foundation finish. I have very oily skin, so for me, a mattifying, smoothing type primer is always a good idea. And Smudge Beauty is available from Clicks. This was really inexpensive. I will put the prices of everything in the description box. Let's start with this. I'm just going to take a little bit on my hand, not too much. Just enough to cover the oily zones, which is normally my T-zone, and around my nose. So I'm gonna dot that on and just rub it in with my fingers. This feels really nice. It feels almost like a moisturizer. It has a very slight fragrance, but it smells moisturizer-y, but I instantly feel mattified. Keeping on the Smudge Beauty theme, I have the Longwear Perfecting Full Coverage Foundation 12-hour wear, also from Smudge. I have this in the shade Natural Beige. With it being lockdown, COVID, I was not able to test in store, so this looked like a good shade, but it is actually a little bit dark for me. So what I'm gonna do is mix it. This is not a South African brand. I'm sorry. If I'd got the right shade, I wouldn't have had to do this. So this is from LA Girl. It's their Pro Coverage High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation, and it's just the white one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a pump of the smudge on the back of my hand. Maybe 2 pumps. That was a very small pump. Ooh, okay. It doesn't pump very nicely. There we go. Maybe I just need to use it a few times. And I'm going to take, I don't even need a full pump of the white. I'm going to take the smallest little bit of white. So those are now on my hand. And I'm going to, should I mix them? No, I think I'm going to place them on my face. So I've just got a mirror over here. And I'm going to dot the Smudge foundation where I want it. And then just take some white by all of those. Dot it. Don't get it in your hair, Raquel. Nobody wants foundation in their hair. Maybe a little bit over there. Take it down my neck a little bit. Add some white. Dot on my nose. That'll do. And then I'm going to try stick with South African brushes as well. So this is from Switch Beauty. It is their full face set. It's the sort of buffy foundation brush. And I'm just going to buff this in. I think that's pretty good. I'm now going to try, this is from Sorbet makeup. I haven't tried this before. Fake Your Beauty Sleep Blend Under Eyes for Instant Radiance. Don't we all want instant radiance? And this is in the shade Light Warm. Alright, this is what it looks like. It's one of those clicky uppy things. How exciting. I haven't used one of these kinds of concealers in a really long time. Okay, so do I twist it? I twist it. Ooh. It's making noise, people. It's making noise. Okay, it's coming, it's coming. Okay, there is some product in the brush now. I'm just gonna get my little mirror. And I'm just gonna dab this under the eyes. Okay, it's quite warm. I guess we'll see. Do I have any little blemishes that I want to cover? This one. A little bit around my nose. Let's leave it at that. Oh man, there's like so much product coming out of this. Where can I use it? Okay, we'll do a bit of a highlight situation. And I'm just going to take my same brush from earlier and blend those in. This foundation is full coverage, and I think it said so on the little packaging. So if you're not looking for full coverage, you don't want this. But I think Smudge, they have like a BB cream and other stuff at most click stores. Check it out. It is super affordable. It's cruelty free. Everything I'm using in this video is cruelty free. I do not buy products that test on animals. And while we're on that, I was doing some reading earlier, and it turns out that Wet n Wild is still cruelty free. PETA has been working with them very closely, so while they do sell products in China, none of those products are tested on animals, and PETA has verified that. So Wet n Wild, still cruelty free. Yay! Let's move on to powder to powder this face of ours. This is also from Sorbet, and it is a loose powder. I have never used a loose powder in my life, so this is going to be an experience. Okay, it is called the Powder to You Loose Powder. Legit, bro. How do I open you? Finally open. It is the Powder to You Loose Powder that I have in the shade Light. It says, go pro with this long-lasting sheer loose powder. Light but powerful, blurring lines and imperfections. Sets makeup in place so you are good to go. How to use. Dust over foundation with a powder brush for a natural look. Or for a pro look, apply powder with a puff using gentle pressing motions. Okay, I think let's try Stick Natural. I'm going to open this. Ooh, it's got a little mirror and a powder. I feel so fancy. This feels lovely. Okay, it's got a tab that says open here, which is a bit sticky. Okay, so you got to take the sticker off. Okay, there's the sticker. And then it's got little holes in it, so you can tap some out and then use it with your brush or this little powder puff that they give you. Let me try it with a brush, because that is normally how I apply powder. So I'm going to tap some out. And this thing is hard to open, but at least it seals. Ooh, okay. Let's take my powder brush. I'm going to dip in there and I'm going to use this mirror. Let's go under the eyes. I've messed all over the floor. Okay, let's just set the rest of the face very lightly. This is maybe my favorite part of this whole look. I have the Island Glow face palette from Chick Cosmetics, and it is so beautiful. So we have a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight. Let's start with the bronzer. It's very warm, so it's definitely not a contour shade. I'm going to take, this is my little contour brush from Cala, which is available at Discam, and I'm just going to dip it ever so slightly into my bronzer because it is very pigmented. And let's start that under the cheekbones and then work a little bit on the cheeks, up on the temple. Okay, it looked a little bit scary, but it's blending out very nicely. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, I've got a little blush brush and I'm going to dip into that blush. Ooh, it's very pigmented. Okay, and I'm just going to put this on the apples of my cheeks and blend it backwards a little bit. Oh yeah, super pretty. What do you guys think? Do I look flushed? Okay, where is my highlighter brush? Okay, this is my fan brush from the Switch Beauty Full Face Set, and I'm just going to dip that into the highlighter and put this on the tops of my cheekbones above where we did the blush. Oh, can you see that? Like, can I have a new favorite highlighter? How beautiful. Eyeshadow bases are really hard to come by, or a good one anyway, so I'm gonna go with my trusty Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. Okay, I'm just gonna pat that on. Okay, I'm going to do my brows really quickly. I don't have brow products from a South African brand, so I'm going to use my trusty Makeup Revolution eye pencil and my Essence eyebrow gel. That is almost finished. And we have brows. Okay, onto the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using from Switch Beauty their hashtag Taupe Notch palette. They don't currently have this in stock, but they have their Slays for Days palette that I think is probably a bit nicer. I kind of wish I had bought that one instead, but I didn't. I have this one. It is pretty. I just find there are a lot of repetitive shades, which are disappointing in my opinion. I don't need repetitive shades. Why can't every shade be different? Let's start with a blending brush and we'll start in the crease. This shade, it's like a light pinky brown, and pop that on the outer corner and the crease. I want this to be quite elongated, so I'm going to make sure from this first shade that I elongate that eye, pull it out, make it look broader. You might think this doesn't look like it's done a lot, but it's really going to help with blending out the darker shades. Next, I'm going to take the shade over here, this beautiful burgundy, and I'm going to pop that almost exactly on top of the previous shade, but a little bit lower down. I'm not going to blow it out quite as high. Okay, let's leave the crease like that for now. I'm going to take my little shader brush, and I'm going to dip into the lightest shade in this palette. This shade over here is sort of a champagne-y, pinky, very pretty shade, and I'm just going to pop that on the lid. Okay, super gorgeous. I love that. And now we can kind of reassess, where do we want some more depth, where do we want some more color. I'm going to go back into the crease, and I'm going to go back with that first shade we used, that light brown, and just pull it up a little bit. You want to look directly into your mirror to see where your crease is. You don't want to be looking down or looking up, because then you're going to get it wrong. So I'm looking directly into my mirror, placing the color exactly where I want it. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to take the same brush, and I'm going to go into a slightly darker brown, just next to that burgundy shade, just to deepen up the outside of that outer corner. I don't want it everywhere, just on the outer portion. I'm going to be very gentle with this so I have lots of control. Remember to keep elongating, well, if that's what you're going for. That's what I'm going for today. Moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to take the first lightest brown, and just run that underneath the whole lower lash line. Then I'm going to take that darker brown and put it just on this outer edge here. And that's going to help with that elongation to make your eyes look that little bit wider. I'm now going to take a very small liner brush, and I'm going to dip it into the darkest matte brown in this palette. That one. And I'm just going to press this into the top lash line to give that a little bit of definition. And that's going to make your eyelashes look a bit thicker, going to make the lash line look a little bit darker without doing full-on eyeliner. The mascara I have is one of my favorite mascaras, and I've repurchased this, so that's telling you that I really, really like this mascara. It is from Hey Gorgeous, and it is their Pure Wild Volumizing Mascara, all natural, toxin-free. I love Hey Gorgeous products. If you would like to see a video where I talk about my favorite Hey Gorgeous products, give this one a like, comment in the put a comment saying that you would like to see that, and I will film that for you guys. But this mascara is awesome. Okay, that took way longer than it should have. Maybe my mascara is just drying up. I don't know, it was just not sitting how I wanted it to sit. Okay, let's zoom you back out for the lips. You can see my whole face again. I have some options for the lips. So from Switch Beauty, I have two of their air mattes. I have the shade Supreme, which is a bright red. Should we do swatches? Ooh, okay, we're doing swatches. And I have the shade 420, which is a deep nude. So there are those. Supreme is the red. I don't know where I'm pointing. Supreme is the red, and 420 is the nude. And then I have from Pink Cosmetics. I love Pink Cosmetics. They do amazing bath bombs, and they do like sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner, and they are just fabulous. I have their liquid lipstick in the shade Royalty, which is like a brownie nude. I really enjoyed this last summer. It looks a little bit dark here, but it dries down not quite so dark. I put it on the other side of the red. So from top to bottom, we've got the Air Matte from Switch Beauty in 420, and then we have Supreme, and then we have the Royalty liquid lipstick from Pink Cosmetics. I think today I would like to go for 420. So I line the lips first, and then I'm going to color them in. Always do the finger test so you don't get lipstick on your teeth. Okay guys, that is the finished look using all South African brands, all cruelty-free makeup, and all pretty affordable. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.